Glad to have you with us from Miami Gardens, Florida. A perfect evening for college football. Fans already showing to you as the Canes are ready to tee it up and get this season started. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels ready to get this thing started and open the season. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. And he's running in the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ellington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Smith wants to throw. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love this stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And with the extra point, they stretch their lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll fire to his right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Snowed under by the defense.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Smith wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they swarm him under.
That's the end of the first quarter. 19, Ole Miss 0.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense with the scoop and score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll put the tight end in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. And they stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw it again. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3.
The ball carrier
At the 23.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. Oh, picked off. Touchdown, Miami! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Throws for the tight end. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
He's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in.
And that's another Miami Hurricanes.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on... Ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. Fakes his man out. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Miami 40, Ole Miss 7.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That is a...
At the 10.
Will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
To the air. It's Flanagan. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now improvising. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket. And that time, he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Rebels are on the move.
Let's go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They want to just keep throwing it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in their Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And when you think about free safeties, you think about hitters, right? You think about guys that spin down the box. You don't think about coverage as much as you do with corners. But a nice job by staying with this man. Man-to-man coverage isn't always an easy proposition. But does a good job staying with this guy, making the INT.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Nice pick up there. Gets him. And sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Zings it complete to the right. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 47.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to take the top off. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced them to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He wants to pass it on second down. Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
The decision to go for it does not pan out. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's looking on the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! What a grab and go for the score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Easy. Terrier.
To the air, it's Flanagan. He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2.
Successful. And makes the score. Miami, 47. Ole Miss, 15.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He gets it to the 31-yard line.
Offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. give as they work on that clock. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Ole Miss offense will take over. First and 10.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Going up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the...
And the Hurricanes take over.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run play action. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. He's right on target. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trap.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Trying play action. He rifles one deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking for a deep man. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. To the air, it's Flanagan. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun. Good timing on the quick out. And he runs out of bounds, and they'll mark it right there for the return. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a